world famous Trailer Trash Talent Revue here at the Balboa RV Park. Woo. Woo. Oh, it's welcome now. First of all, introductions. My name is Dawn Brodey. I'm your host. Oh. Now, I just learned the third reason why serving people in and out before the show is a good idea is because that guy took a bite of his burger and went, But it happened to be at the same moment I said my name. See what I mean? So everybody won here, and you don't even have to confirm or deny which one of those was going on. I'm your host, Dawn Brodey, and we've been doing this here, Trailer Trash Talent Revue, on this very stage for about 7 months. We've done like 7 times. We did our first one in February, and I don't know if you guys heard. Or whatever, but no big deal. It's like not a big deal at all, but I was on the front page of the online version of LA Weekly. What? Boom! Boom! I know, it was such a big day. You can imagine. I was like, wow, I just gave the bird 2 big birds to LA. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, the photo that the LA Weekly chose to accompany the article about me in the Trailer Trash Talent Revue is me giving 2 big old middle fingers straight to the camera. I know, and it was, I'm glad. See, mixed reviews. My mom hated it. And she had a similar reaction to the manager of the RV park, Steve, who I'm going to introduce in a minute. And he was like, I mean, this is great, but I can't have you just giving the bird to all my people. So understand, between you and me, that anytime you see me give you the bird, it means I love you. Okay? My friends, we do typically, even though we've only done a handful of these shows, we've got a bit of a routine. We've got a thing that we do. And one of them is standing up and saying hi to your neighbor, like it's Sunday morning. I know some of you got Cheetos on your hands. Share it with your neighbor. Stand up, say hello, introduce yourself to someone you haven't met before. How you doing? All right, that's good. That's good. We let this go on too long. People start touching. See? And then eventually there's kissing. We never know how many French people are here. It gets weird really fast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that feels good, and this really is the beating heart of this place. It's about community. It's about meeting people. It's about getting to know your neighbor, about being nice. This is a family-friendly show. That being said, sometimes you say things in a moment of passion, and we quickly forgive. No one is trying to be vulgar. We have everybody keep it family-friendly, but we also can only hold the leash so tight in a trailer park. Am I right? Now, I typically like to begin with kind of a what's new, guys, and it's been a lot. I don't know if I mentioned. I may not have mentioned it. I'll just go ahead and mention it again. I was on the online cover of LA Weekly. But part of the reason why that seemed very surreal to me, you guys, is because I had only been on U.S. soil for approximately 48 hours before that article was published. I had been in Thailand on my honeymoon for 3 weeks. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah. So I am kind of cool, but think about how cool I felt when I was being interviewed by LA Weekly in Singapore and then came home and it was like, Dawn Brodey, and I was like, that's so great. But then the fridge stopped working and the toilet flies are breeding in the toilet because we were gone for a long time, and I was like, humble pie. You know what I mean? So don't worry, I haven't gotten too full of myself. In fact, hey babe, that's my husband over there. Wave at the people. Isn't he gorgeous? Yeah. He didn't go to Thailand with me. I'm just pointing out that's my husband. Actually, sweetheart, show him some pictures. Let's show him a picture. I'm not going to bore you with everything. I just want to pick one. Show him, and make sure it's not you know. Here, go to the dog butt. Go to the dog butt. All right, so you see how adorable that little dog butt is? I know you're like, you went to Thailand and the picture you're showing us is a pit bull's butt? Yeah, because isn't it adorable? And that was a pit bull that we saw in the island of Phuket, which is located in southern Thailand. There's lots of stray dogs and stray cats, and then there's some that aren't stray at all. They get hot dogs hand-fed to them by a big guy all day, and that was one of those, and I thought, well, that's the cutest darn butt I ever saw. And the sand on the paws is from a white sand beach that is only 3 feet away from that picture. And I will show you the beach ones later. We'll just stop at the dog butt, start low. All right, babe, that's good. You're done. Actually, there's another butt to look at over there. Look at that one. I know. I know. Good job, babe. So we have a very equal relationship. You know, we respect. He also makes fun of me. Just I have a microphone. So I also wanted to start with this because it's going to be a reoccurring thing throughout the show. And that is, there was mention in the article, you guys might have picked it up yourself if you read it, that suggested that Van Nuys isn't awesome. Did you guys notice that? In the subtext, it was like, even in Van Nuys. And I was like, how dare you? Because I'm from Wisconsin, and I didn't know anything about California or the LA suburbs, and then I moved here, and I was like, so I live in Van Nuys, and people would go, they'd suck air through their teeth like somebody just put a dead fish in their face, you know what I mean? And it doesn't take a genius to just know from body language, it's arguable this Van Nuys place is considered less than desirable. So I'm just curious, have you guys also, by a show of hands, ascertained in whatever time you've spent here that Van Nuys is not considered a diamond? By people? I find that objectionable. Because it is, right? It's wonderful. And so we're going to learn a little bit about the history of Van Nuys during the show, some of the coolest things about this place. Here's two that people you in Hollywood are going to give a hoot about. One, you know the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High? All right? Starring Sean, what's his name? Penn, right? Famous movie, iconic of a youthful generation, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Van Nuys High School is the exterior of Ridgemont High.
Oh yeah!
Hello! Hello! That's cool, right? And you want to know someone cool who went to Van Nuys High School? Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, I know, only the most famous starlet ever. She didn't graduate. She had a different nose and brown hair, and her name was Norma Jean, but she went there for a minute. So we got that going for us. We're going to learn, as I said, a little bit more about Van Nuys later on, but I'm actually really eager to introduce the first guest on the show because I have a confession to make. I introduced my husband, he's awesome. I mentioned the honeymoon, but I did also make a proposal this week to another man. I know. To be my partner, if you will, my show husband, if you like. For those of you who have been to the Trailer Trash Talent Revue before, he's a familiar face. Please help me in welcoming Kevin Yee to the stage.
Hi. Hello. Oh, thank you. How are you guys? Look at you. Oh yeah, but we're taped down here. We're very professional now.
We just nailed the beginning.
Yes.
I think that was a good, see that little organic do-si-do that we did right there?
It's a great partnership already.
We have, now Kevin Yee is a
Yes.
comic and a musician.
Yes.
And he wrote a theme song for the show.
I did, since it's official. I was like, let me write a little song for you guys and let me try it out. But it is brand new. There's a little bit of like a dancey thing to it. Do you want to dance with me a little bit?
I do. And I would like to just disclose that he kind of showed me this choreography a minute ago, and I was like, yeah, okay, got it. But I'm actually, frankly, sure
You
if I got
didn't
it.
warm up? You're not physically warm to do this? Okay, it'll be fine, you guys. Don't panic. You're safe with me, except the lyrics here. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Hit it, DJ. If you're feeling kinda blue, there's a place that you can go to lift your spirits, make new friends, and watch a little show. So drive on over to Van Nuys and park up your RV. grab a hot dog, get real comfy, you're about to see. Here we go. The Trailer Trash Revue, Trailer Trash Revue. Stomp your feet and clap your hands for the Trailer Trash Revue. Trailer Trash Revue, Trailer Trash Revue. Stomp your feet and clap your hands for the Trailer Trash Revue. Did you guys get that? Stomp your feet and clap your hands. Okay, here we go. It doesn't matter who you are or where the heck you're from. Everybody's gonna have tons and tons of fun. The Trailer Trash Revue, Trailer Trash Revue. Stomp your feet and clap your hands for the Trailer Trash Revue. The Trailer Trash Revue, Trailer Trash Revue. Stomp your feet and clap your hands for the Trailer Trash Revue. Stomp your feet and clap your hands for the Trailer Trash Revue. Stomp your feet and clap your hands for the Trailer Trash Talent Revue. That's about it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I knew it much better than I thought that I would, but I got it, so there we go.
I think that putting the lyrics, isn't he great?
So
you know, I don't
professional.
customarily go home with crew.
But today,
But I may make an exception. We're gonna
Fair
say, well,
enough.
and I might not. We're just gonna see
Fair
how it goes. Welcome now, Kevin. You wrote that theme song.
I did.
Just for us.
Yes.
Tell me, do you write songs? How does
I
this
do.
relate to what you do in general?
Well, I write comedy songs. That one's
Oh.
not as hilarious as my other songs.
You're saying
see
they
it.
get funnier?
They're so funny. But this one was just a little tidbit to start off the show. And well, now you guys know it, so next time you can dance along with us.
I think it's
for the
going to
next
be
show.
playing in everyone's head for some time.
Yeah?
We're going to be like, it's going to take people twice as long to get back to their trailers because they're going to be turning circles the whole time.
That's the
I know.
sign of a catchy song.
It's true. In fact, this is a good time to take a poll of the audience. How many of you, by a show of hands, will be going home to your trailer here in the trailer park tonight? How many of you are residents? Gosh, look at you. I knew it because you were so attractive.
Many.
I can
And
tell.
you.
And me. I
And
live here
you.
too. I've lived here for about a year and a half.
Wow.
How many of you, by a show of hands, kind of think you might want to stay overnight? Didn't plan on it, but it looks like it's going that way. Okay.
That's a fun time.
How many of you, by a show of hands, are from out of country, are visiting us from outside the continental United States?
Ooh,
I knew
two.
at least we got two over there. Hey guys, where are you from? You're from the Netherlands, and you just outed the people next to you. I saw that. Very Netherlands. They're neutral, but they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not pointing fingers at anybody.
Are
Where
they-
are you guys from? From where? Trinidad and Tobago.
My-
How long was your flight?
Or did you drive in your RV? It's a little far for that.
That's all right. I
There's
know
probably an
you were
ocean.
homeschooled. It's
It's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Nothing against that. That's perfectly fine.
We don't know
so,
that.
well, good. We got people from around the world. Welcome to Los Angeles. We're probably going to talk to you again. Yeah, good for them. Good
Now,
for you.
get that flyaway.
Thank you. That was a good assistant. You just nailed your Andy Richter.
Yes.
You just get bugs off me.
And ye Richter. I said that I wasn't going to do that joke, and it didn't work. It didn't work.
No, it did work. No, I think it did work.
No, it didn't work.
You're
it's fine.
my
No, take a
Andy
and ye Richter. Kevin
Andy
Yee.
Richter.
Takes a minute.
You don't have to
But
pretend you
speaking of
do.
traveling,
Yeah.
you were on your honeymoon. We saw one picture. But do you
wait,
have like
I'm sorry.
one favorite moment of the trip? I mean, first of all, how long was it?
3 weeks.
Wow.
2.5 weeks in Thailand and 1 week in Singapore.
But you didn't just get married too, right?
We
It
were
was like-
married. We had our 1-year anniversary while we were gone. It was amazing. And there was actually, I will say that I do have a favorite moment. And I should disclose, it put my husband in mortal peril. And it was and even though he's clearly fine, I just want to make it clear at the beginning of the story that it was my favorite moment even before I confirmed that he was okay. Here's what happened. We were walking through the rainforest on our way to an overnight in a grass hut where we would sleep under mosquito netting. I know. And at first we were like, okay, sure, it's going to be like the Orlando version. Not that we wanted it, but we were a little afraid it's not going to be as cool or as hard as they say. And like our guide didn't speak English. We rode there on like a rusty metal truck with like pieces sticking out. And those were like our handles. And my buns were kind of hanging off the back of this truck. Diesel going into my nose. And when we were sweating bad and bugs and hiking and ants crawling up your pants and stuff. So it was like getting serious. And everyone was like, all right, for real though. Like we're getting what we paid for here. We're gonna get our titty up and get on this thing. So we start going across a bamboo bridge, guys, like in Indiana Jones. And you can and it's held together with like small pieces of like palm leaf. And it looks pretty sun bleached and the water is high and brown and rushing. And our guide's like, come on. And so we go, and my husband's in the middle of this bridge, and I'm not kidding you, it breaks under his feet. I know. And what was a planked bridge becomes a ladder, and he's holding on like this, and our guide loses, which is like, you know how when you're a kid and you're cool until your mom freaks out? And so as soon as he freaked out, we're like, we're dying, it's all over. And he holds on, because he's very athletic, as you can see. And he was holding my phone, which is, but.
Don't drop that phone.
Really, and I was like, baby, you got my phone, baby. But he was wearing an Indiana Jones hat. Okay? And I have had the biggest thing for the longest time for that Harrison Ford. And more specifically, Indiana Jonesy Harrison Ford. It's my thing. It's my stuff. It's the whole sexual awakening. I don't have to go into it. You get it. Okay? So I see my husband, young and athletic, clinging to a bamboo bridge in that damn hat over the water, and he's not okay yet. He's not okay yet. He's dangling over the water. Our guide is freaking out, and I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
But you couldn't take a picture.
No, I couldn't.
You couldn't, because he had the phone, so it's all up here.
I know, but then guess what? We all had to go across the bridge anyway. Our guide was like, just space out. And we all had to go one at a time over the already broken bridge.
Wait, so he crawled his way up to safety because he's here.
Yep, because he's here. And then we kind of set that piece of broken bridge up on a rock and went, come on.
But you put it in a way that people crossing after would know that it was broken and not be surprised.
They know it was broken.
Okay.
Yeah, you take one look and be like, that bridge is broken.
Now, what website did you go on to book this? Because it sounds terrible.
We did
really
it.
Good advertising.
No, in fact, it gets dumber. We got this whole thing from some guy we met outside of a train station in Bangkok. He was like, you guys want to go on a trip? And we were like, yeah. And he was like, what do you want to do? And we were like, we want to go up north and down south and do stuff, see stuff.
I feel like that's a lesson we already know.
No,
we don't need to learn that.
No, it was the best thing. It was the best thing.
Like,
we got to go under waterfalls, and we were put in terrible peril.
We are so different, you and I.
It is. I don't think we loved it.
What?
Oh, we loved it.
How many stars hotel is this?
Great. We had the time of our life.